In this problem, we're asked in how many ways can the digits in the number 4,139,931 be arranged. So in order to calculate this, we're looking for the number of arrangements, so we're going to use a permutation formula. But because we have some identical items, we have 2 1s, 2 3s, and 2 9s, that means that we have to use permutations with identical objects. So to calculate this, I'm first going to count how many digits I have total, and that is 7 different digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my numerator is going to be 7 factorial. And then we're going to have the denominator of the fraction. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, how many of the first number do I have? The first number is 4, the first digit. So there's a 4, and that's all the 4s we have. So there's one of those. So in the denominator, I'm going to put a 1 factorial. Next, I'll look at the next digit, 1. There's a 1 here, and then there's a 1 at the end. So 2 number 1s. So that means in the denominator, I'm going to multiply by 2 factorial. Next, I look at the next digit, which is 3, and I have 2 of those. So we're going to again multiply by 2 factorial. And finally, there's 2 9s. So multiply by 2 factorial one last time. Now, when you put this into your calculator, there's a couple of things to keep in mind. First of all of this in the denominator needs to be grouped together. So we'll put parentheses around that. How do I type this into the calculator? It depends on what kind of calculator you have. If you have a TI-30X, which is the one that's recommended for the course, then what you can do is look for a button that says PRB on it. And when you press that, then it's going to give you 3 options. It's going to give you NPR, NCR, and the factorial. And you can move over here to choose factorial. So when I'm typing this in, I'm going to type in the 7, then I'm going to go to PRB and choose factorial. And it'll show up on your screen like that. Next, we're dividing. So I put in my division bar. And in parentheses, so I'll open a parenthesis. I can put in 1 factorial. Here we're going to look at how we can do this without pressing all the buttons that technically are in the formula. So 1 factorial, what does this mean? It means 1. Well, we know if we're multiplying by 1, we don't have to, 2 times 1 still gives you 2. So I just don't worry about anything where there's a 1 factorial. I just drop it. 2 factorial means 2 times 1. So that's going to be 2. So I'm going to bring that down as a 2. I can put in the factorial there or not, and it'll be fine either way since 2 factorial equals 2. But then we have another 2 factorial, so I'm going to multiply by another 2 and another 2. So I can do it that way, or I could type in 7 factorial divided by and do the 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial. So either way, we're going to get a final answer of, and I forgot what it was. Hold on a second. And we get 630 as our final answer. Now let's look at another scenario. Here I have the number 5,969,696. Again, I have 7 digits total, so I'm going to start again with 7 factorial. And then I divide by, in my parentheses, well, I've got 1 5, so that would be 1 factorial, times, there's 1, 2, 3 9s, so that's going to be 3 factorial, and there's 1, 2, 3 6s, so that's another 3 factorial. And I could type it in just like that and get my answer. But if I want to simplify this a little bit, I can make it into 7 factorial divided by, lose the 1 factorial, don't really care about it. 3 factorial means 3 times 2 times 1, which is 6. So this would be 6, and then times another 6, because that's another 3 factorial. So that's what I would put into the calculator, and oops, here we go. So that's going to give us 140. And that's how you do those problems.